Well, I always wanted to have a child, and I had 4 miscarriages, so my ex-husband and I decided to adopt a child. So we went down to the New York family, and it was like a miracle. They told me a baby was going to be born within the next 3 months, and when the social workers brought him to me, they told me he may have been a suspected drug withdrawal baby. But that didn't bother me. So I looked down at him, he was beautiful. I said, fine. Well, immediately, Justin started having high fevers, ear infections, strep throats. I mean, we went through like 11 years of his life, going back and forth to the same pediatrician. I got disgusted, and I brought him to my friend who was a pulmonary specialist. And he examined Justin, and he did blood work. And he told me that when the blood work came back, he didn't like the way it looked. And Justin needed to go to an oncologist over in NYU. 2 weeks later, the phone call came. And that was a day I'll never forget. And he told me our worst nightmare is upon us. And I was like, oh, Justin has leukemia, like my father, my only child. And he said, no, Melody, it's the 0.25%. And at that moment, I froze, and I was like, 0.25%? And then I screamed, AIDS? He said, your son has HIV. I didn't believe it, because I couldn't deal with the fact that Justin was infected. Especially when they told me he'd only have a year to live. And it just was horrible. But they were wrong.
Yes, they were.
Because now he's 20 years old. And they told me a year, but he's lived, look at this, 20 years. You couldn't ask for a better son. I'm very proud of him. He's a strong young man. And his mission in life is to help people. And he could have just chose to keep quiet, keep HIV status a secret like a lot of people do choose to do. But instead he wanted to get out there and try to help other people. I couldn't be prouder than to have a son like Justin.
The Justin LiGreci HIV and AIDS Foundation is about helping kids and teenagers who are infected or affected by HIV and AIDS, and basically giving them the love and the care and the support that they need to function in their everyday lives. The kids do actually have to take with them a certain part of their life to this camp. We can take them out of the city, we can take them out of their environment, but we can't take them out of HIV and AIDS. And unfortunately, that is something that they do have to live with, and that we do have to bring with us to camp. And, you know, the medicines are a constant reminder, and a very dreary and dreadful reminder, that there is something in your body, and no matter how much of a good time you're having, you're always going to have to do something about it. And these are things that, you know, I went through, and that they're going to go through, and that anybody who's sick is going to go through. And being experienced in that area, I feel like I give them the advice that they need.
I came here to have fun. Don't worry about that I'm HIV positive, and just have fun and make new friends. I feel like a normal kid, but all that's different is that I just have a disease. I am a normal kid. I am a human being, but everything is just different. I just have a disease. That's all. I've been teased. Sometimes when I told my friends, they didn't want to talk to me. They made fun of me. I couldn't go on school trips. I couldn't participate in some stuff sometimes. Or sometimes my mom would have to come on class trips with me, like just in case if I fall and bleed or something like that. I like having fun, running around, laughing, playing, being in a cabin with no friends, laughing, playing with them. The nighttime I have to take my medicine, and the morning time I have to take my medicine. So
That's a drag.
Yeah.
What kind of medicine do you take?
I take Systevum, Devin, and FTC.
And does it make you sick or anything?
Oh no. If I don't take it for like a long time, but I don't do that. If I don't take it for a long time, then I'll feel sick.
And when you feel sick, what kind of sick?
Like I get nauseous. I have to go to the bathroom, or like I get a lot of headaches, stomach pains, and stuff like that.
I definitely think it makes the kids stronger being here, because a lot of the things we do are hands-on activities, and I mean the arts and crafts, they actually create something that they bring home with them. For example, we made towel racks, and that's something that they're going to hang up in their bathroom, and it's always going to be there, and they're going to look at that and they're going to say, you know, I created that, it was something good, I'm using it, it's part of my life now. Just as much as HIV is a bad part of life, as silly as it sounds, that towel rack is a good part of their life, because it brings back memories of all the fun they had at camp. Just as HIV and AIDS brings back memories of all the stupid times they were in the hospital and all the medicines that they had to take. You know, everything that you take, from the vibes to the love to the hugs, you do make that in a way. These kids, you know, they take all that and they just give it back to whoever they can. And, you know, it's just a great service to not only friends and family, but to the world, because a lot of times HIV and AIDS, and just growing up, will make you depressed, it will make you sad. And if we can just infuse such a strong emotion and have them channel it through their bodies out towards other people, we've just done another part of our job.
If you have a friend that's HIV positive, don't make fun of them. Just be their friend, because all is different that they have a disease, and just because you don't, you can still be their friend.
Don't be afraid to care. All you have to do is start with a hug, a handshake, just a hello, just something to show that these kids that you're not afraid of them, and you're not going to be afraid of them, and that they aren't different in any way whatsoever from someone else.
When people speak to me, they ask me, do I regret ever adopting Justin? I don't regret adopting Justin. He's the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. But it's really, I think, quite sad how people will actually ask you that. Oh, am I sorry? I'm not sorry. I wouldn't take one day away from it, no matter how hard it gets. No.